Look at now I get this right. Brentford 2, Chelsea 1. Take 2. What? How we feel after the game?
I mean, about as bad as you can possibly feel, man. We're on relegation form. Half the players at least seem like they don't want to be there. Frank Lampard's one of my favorite human beings to ever live, and he just keeps coming out of it looking worse and worse and worse. And with the exception of a few players, no, actually, I'll take that back. There's nobody on this side that I love as much as I love Frank Lampard. I mean, I love Thiago Silva.
And
I,
Enzo.
I love Reece James. There's a lot of guys I love, but I don't love any of them as much as I love Frank. And it breaks my heart for Frank that he can't seem to figure it out. I don't think he's doing himself any favors. I don't think he's making it any easier for him to get himself another job. And we're coasting in on fumes. We're just hoping that 39 points is going to keep us up. And look, the odds are that 39 points, there's like a 99% chance we're going to stay up. But it sucks right now, man. There's no other way to put it. We're trash right now.
Yep. But do you think even Lampard is putting the lineups in? Because you seen Conte coming to number 9, and we're playing with 6 midfielders. I don't even know that was a thing.
No, I mean one of my friends today was talking about, well, we should have given Aubameyang more of a run early on, and I'm torn on that because Aubameyang doesn't work. I think he doesn't care about anybody but himself. So I don't ever want to give Aubameyang play, but you have to wonder whether if we'd run Aubameyang out there a little bit earlier. I don't know. This team couldn't score in a brothel. I mean, we're that bad. It's really hard to watch.
Yeah, because Obama, when he was clear on goal, he just put it right at the keeper. He had a clear header too, but that's what's over the bar.
For sure. I mean, I don't know, man. I wish I had the answers. I know we all wish we had the answers.
Yeah.
It's just bad right now. We need to get to the summer, and there's about, off the top of my head, there's 5 or 6 players that just, in my opinion, just need to be gone and never seen again.
I'll say Havertz needs to go. Kepa, because he cannot save a long race distance shot. If that's safe, it could save his life. That's 2.
Yep. I agree with you.
What's the other one? I'll give Kukurea another year, even though I shouldn't. What a mistake. I think he was at fault for the red card.
Yep.
That's 3.
Pulisic.
4. Even though Pote is gonna keep him, but yeah, Pulisic should go. As much as I love him, for our captain, for our national team, he should go as well. That's 4 to get minutes, get his form back for that World Cup coming up in 4 years coming. That's 4. I'll keep Badiashile, Thiago one more year, even though he's going to be in this shithole.
I'd keep Badiashile. I would definitely keep Badiashile for sure. I would get rid of Koulibaly if I could. I would get rid of Cucurella if I could. I would get rid of Havertz. I would probably let Kovacic walk without a fight.
He's going to Bayern, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know how. And just because I've been working like a dog, I'm not saying that the rumors you've read are wrong. I don't know as much about the Bayern rumors as you do, but regardless of who's in for him, it sounds like he's kind of ready to move on.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
He's over 30. He's been injured more often lately. I just think it's time to let Kovacic go. I mean, the biggest 2 to me are Pulisic and Havertz, though.
Havertz needs to go for sure. Like compared that paid for the back, Gavario, who won trophies, Lampard, Terry, Drogba,
Shaq, all those guys. Yeah, absolutely. Not
that won Premier League, Champions League, Europa Leagues. People that won numerous trophies.
And look, Ben, I agree with you. Let me be clear. I do. I want all those things too. But even beyond that, man, I just want guys who look like they care.
That is true. I do too.
And what are you, 22, 23? How old are
21.
you? 21. So look, I'm an old man, man. I'm 38, and just because I'm old, I'm guessing I probably started supporting a little bit earlier than you did. I mean, I started following in the very end of the 90s, but really, I really started watching matches in 2001, 2002.
Yeah, I became a fan in
And
12, but for me it
and
was 15.
right, and but in those days, all the European Cups and the Premier Leagues, it was just a dream. It was all,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
You were
believed
for
it.
there for who they won into.
Oh yeah, well, when I first started watching, it was it was when I first started paying attention to Chelsea, about
Dreamland.
it was about 1997, and then it was when I was in middle school and there was almost no coverage in the United States. When I really started watching every match was when Claudio Ranieri was manager, even before Jose. And listen, I'm not shooting you down. I want to win
No, I
those
get it.
trophies. I want to win those trophies too. But at least back in those days, we looked like we had guys that cared and would run through the wall for the badge. And right now, you've got guys. I mean, that's my biggest issue with guys like Kai Havertz and guys like Christian Pulisic, and they mope. And look, I think Christian Pulisic is a different player for the national team,
Yeah, he
but
is.
but with us, he's the guy that was in a GQ shoot right when it was going bad for Frank the first time, and then he writes a tell-all book trashing Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
get. Yeah, I heard about that. With if you don't, have you heard of Johnny Minerals?
oh yeah,
That Minerals dude.
oh yeah,
He's always with Tuchel, but he always mentions that book. I was gonna
and
get
and,
that, but
and I think Johnny Minerals is full of crap on so much stuff, but on the Pulisic stuff, I can't disagree with him because
yeah,
you Thomas Tuchel won the biggest trophy in the world and
and
gave
with that
Christian
inherited that squad, yeah,
Yeah, and gave Christian Pulisic a chance to be the first American to ever win a European Cup, and played him in a final,
and Mr.
Cri- and
Sitter,
and he missed a sitter, and he's talking smack about playing time, and having his dad talk smack about playing time.
yeah,
Kick rocks, get away from me, get away
yeah,
from me. And I know, and look, I understand why Americans love him. I really do.
yeah,
I mean that genuinely, but I'm over it. I'm over him. I'm over Havertz. I'm over Bad Yashil. I'm probably not Bad Yashil. I love Bad Yashil. I'm over Koulibaly. I'm over Cucurella. Um, I'm over Aubameyang. There's so many guys that I'm just ready for them to just go somewhere else.
facts. With Aubameyang, he's Arsenal, so probably he came here for the check plus the historic club, but he scored a big goals with Palace victory and both going to Milan. I was telling my friend Rico about this that we topped the group with the Champions League. Milan got second, and Milan gets the easy side of the bracket. I'm not gonna say we'll probably lose to Napoli anyways, but we'll probably have a better chance beating them than Real Madrid. Then they get Inter, and
Yeah, yeah.
fuck me if Lukaku wins the Champions League with Inter and he comes back. Imagine what ego will bring. Imagine he comes back again, and he said, "I won a Champions League, and I'm coming back to this shithole."
Oh, he's the fucking worst, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, I mean, he's as much of a Judas as there is. He's so bad. And man, we were all so happy. I mean, at least I was.
I was too.
I loved it when he came back.
He started great too. He got his second debut goal against Arsenal,
He
and
had
that's
two.
when I was going to. That's when I was driving to Panama too. I
He
was in
had
the back
two.
when I meant driving. My dad was driving, and I was in the back watching the game. And I was
He,
like, "Get in!" He finally scored
yeah,
his debut against our biggest rival. I was like, then he scores a double against Villa. That was like, he's cooking. He's cooking. Then a month later, he's gonna make an interview. During the interview, he had the jersey behind his back. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
yeah. Oh, I mean, man, when he started, I mean,
He was great.
not only did he score one against Arsenal, he scored two against Arsenal that day. I mean, It was.
So
It
he scored
looked like.
one and scored two against Villa.
Are you sure? I thought I'm going to look that up, Ben. I think
It
that
was a
first
2-0
match
victory, I
against
thought.
Arsenal. I think he had a brace against Arsenal. I really do. Let me look it up. I'm looking it up right now.
Me too.
Let's see here.
Shit, we got him Tuesday. God, I'm gonna have to watch that because I'm full hard shells. And I don't want to put myself in too much shit. Yeah, but it was Chicago in the 15th and Jamie on the 35th.
Because I thought we won that match 3-1.
That was did we 3-1 against them anyway?
I thought I could be wrong. My memory's really bad, but I thought he scored 2 goals that day.
You see that? If I can pull it up.
Let's see here. I'm looking at it right now.
There it is. 2-0.
I just can't. I can't let it go because I hate it when I can't remember. Arsenal, Chelsea. Did we beat them 2-0? Maybe you're right. Maybe we beat them 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was just one. You're absolutely right. It was just, I don't know why I thought that he scored 2. You're right. He only scored 1, which, I mean, look, and he scored that. Didn't he score a goal? Didn't he score the 1 goal from open play in the Club World Cup final, and then Havertz scored the penalty?
He scored the winner against Al Hilal. I mean, the winner against Al Hilal, and he scored the opener against Palmeiras. Yes.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
But the problem with the Al Hilal was mostly guaranteed going in because it first hit off Adoy. Was it Adoy? Forget. Then he just slapped it in. Then Kepa makes a great save off Matthews Pereira. Then Palmeiras, yeah.
Yeah, and doesn't that feel like such a long time ago?
Yeah, it feels so ago. I'm telling my friends that Joe and Ian that saying I'll always keep like it feels so ever like last year we were World Cup champions. Now we're a team that just lost everything and fighting in a relegation scrap. Like say we're not getting relegated, but you never know what can happen. One team gets hot, we're going down.
Oh yeah. And I keep telling my friends, you know the metaphor I keep giving my buddies? It's like when you watch the movie, if you watch a disaster movie, right? And at the very beginning of the movie, they're in some laboratory and there's some frizzy-haired, dorky guy with glasses on in a lab coat that's looking through some telescope, and he sees some asteroid 500 million miles away, and he sees it's heading towards Earth, and he tells his boss, he says, look, we need to get the president on the phone because this is heading right for us. And then his boss asked him, he said, well, what's the chance it's going to hit Earth? He said, probably only like 2 to 3%. But if it hits, it's going to kill us all.
It's true.
And his boss is saying to him, you're fucking crazy. That's not going to happen. And his boss is probably right. It's probably not going to happen. But fuck, it makes you nervous, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
It does, yeah. Because this not just the Club World Cup, we won the Super Cup, and we nearly won the quadruple. If it wasn't for because Lukaku almost scored the winner again in the Carabao Cup. I can't believe how that was offside because he was barely onside for sure.
Oh, for sure he was onside. For sure he was onside.
But you know, if Anthony Taylor, he's gonna make sure we don't win the cup.
Oh,
he cost us a shield and 3 FA Cups. He cost us all against Arsenal possibly too.
That guy is, God, he's such a vile piece of shit, isn't he?
Trust me, if I see him, I'm probably catching a charge.
Listen, if you catch a charge, we the collective, listen, you could catch a charge for killing him.
I'm not gonna do that though. I ain't going for life.
But no. I know, but I'm making a point here. If you were to catch a charge for killing him, and they were to set bail at $2 million, we would be able to post a GoFundMe on Twitter, and we would have you free in a day, because that's how much people hate that guy. He's so bad. He's so bad.
Like, man, I think the only time we won, that time we won with him was Tottenham when we went 2-0 against Tottenham. It was and those were the glory days of the Frank, because Frank Lampard, he was, when we had that youth team, we had Willian, Hazard, and there's 2 guys left, and we were cooking something too, top 4 of a youth team. That's when I said,
was that the
Frank
match?
become something special.
Was that the match was that the match at White Hart Lane where Willian scored the brace?
No, Willian scored the brace, and Song kicked Rudiger and Willian tackle.
That's right.
I remember that's when then Anthony Taylor rushed us again. I think the next 2 months on against Man United, and I think it was Maguire who did the same thing to Batshuayi, and he goes to VAR but calls it a clean and takes away 2 of our goals.
That's nuts. It's nuts. It's a shit show right now, bro. I wish I had something else, profound or intelligent to say, but we've got so many problems.
So I'm gonna end it off here. What will be your predicted 11 for the Arsenal game coming up Tuesday? I'm pretty sure it's obvious. We're starting Havertz.
Yeah, we're starting Havertz.
I think it's gonna be the same 11, but
I think it'll be the same 11. I think it'll be the same 11.
Yep. And what will be your score prediction? And hopefully it's nil. If we get a draw, we're safe, because all we need is 40 points.
Ben, and listen, it's a good question. It's one I don't want to answer because I'm gonna cop out on this one. My head says we lose 3-0.
Yeah, for sure. But we're both either not able to perform, but
my heart says we scrap a 1-1 draw. But my head says that my brain tells me we're just gonna get dusted. And
I wish we could just talk to the FA and say, can we just be in our women's team first of the year? Because I think the women's team just puts up a fight. Because they just nearly knocked out Barcelona.
Oh, I mean, Emma Hayes has got more guts than almost anybody on the entire squad.
I was watching, it was All or Nothing on YouTube, and she was talking to Jess Carter when she first signed. Like, you don't perform, I sell you by someone else. This is Chelsea fucking football club. I came here to win trophies. That was like in that video, in that All or Nothing.
Yep.
We just need someone in that dressing room with that, that mentality.
Well, maybe it's Pochettino. I don't know, but maybe it's Pochettino. Who knows? It's been such a whirlwind, the last however many months. At this point, I'm numb to it.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of. It's like that feeling when you get punched in the face and you can't really feel your face. Like I can't feel my face right now.
We got 6 more games of this, then it's over. And I'm telling you, man, I'm not spending any more towards this club until I see a transition.
Right.
So thank you for coming on, Roy.
Of course,
Chelsea.
It was my honor, bro. It was so great getting to drink beer and sing songs with you in Orlando this summer. And just know that all the boys at Carefree, Louisiana, and all the boys in New Orleans would love to see you anytime you want to visit. And one of these days, me and you are going to meet up at a pub in London, and we're going to drink all of their beer.
Yes, sir.
Be good, buddy. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.